lot of camps so far, so there are lots of options out there, and we're going to investigate this one. It's a Sport Ball Thursday, as we call it.
Okay.
Sure we do. A few minutes.
Has a good ring to it.
Yes, it does.
Sport Ball Thursday has a good ring to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know, Sport Ball Thursday.
You never know the kind of roll we get on around here.
Hey, you never guess what some kids use for a jump rope. Is that something familiar to you?
Wait, is today Thursday?
Wait a sec.
We've heard it 4 times now. It does sound familiar.
Are we trapped in a Groundhog Day movie?
I think
Maybe.
so. We'll see if we can fit it in.
I'm so excited.
The news of the weird is coming up after the break. Plus, it's going to look like Christmas in one place in the valley today. Find out who's having a snow day. We'll be right back.
Are there dangerous chemicals in your clothes? Lots of time.
Biz?
No. The Gateway Chevy tent event had
You can certainly see the smoke and some of the embers that were flying there. No damage to the structures here, by the way. Also breaking overnight, a man found with a gunshot wound to his back. Police officers called to a McDonald's.
For over 36 years. That's all we do. Call for your free consultation. Remember, when your case settles, our discount fee means more money for you. Hastings and Hastings, it's about time.
Time now for your top stories to go. We begin with the latest on the Cedar Creek fire near Show Low.
Yeah, Heidi, we've got information. We're going to have new information at 10 o'clock this morning on the Cedar Creek fire burning near Show Low. Now, this fire is raging, and it broke out around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So far, it has burned across more than 3,000 acres. 3 homes in Forestdale are under evacuation orders, and a 20-mile stretch of US 60 is closed right now.
I'm Kylie Cruz here at 55th Avenue and Clarendon on scene of a deadly shooting in this West Phoenix neighborhood. We know one person died, another person think that the shooter is still inside a home in this area, and that is why you see a very heavy police presence this morning. Of course, stick with CBS 5 for updates.
Phoenix police say a group of joyriding kids slammed into this home right here at 87th Avenue and Campbell. They were driving an SUV about 14 and 15 years old. The driver may or may not have had his or her license, but we do know a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old were sleeping on the other side of this wall. No one was hurt.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning. Have a great day. The latest on the fire at 10 o'clock this morning. Bye. Roadways go. We have I-10 westbound, so that's off to the shoulder. That might create a little bit of a slowdown. And up to the North Valley.
4,000.
Can be, you know what I'm talking about. However, we are learning there are some benefits, though, to having a baby that's actually born late. Scientists from Northwestern University discovered that babies born late are actually more clever. Look at that. Babies born at 41 weeks rather than 39 or 40 weeks actually show better measures of cognitive function when they reach school age.
Jimmy, you were born late, weren't you?
Yeah, about a year late. So I came out like genius level.
Amazing.
All right, everybody. We're going to try this thing again. Is Beth here? I don't see her behind you.
Beth.
Beth!
Oh, hey, wow.
Beth, we don't see you, Beth.
Hi.
This
Just
is
hear
like
you.
It's like radio. Well, it is radio. Come to this.
Well, yeah, you can hear me but not see me.
There she is.
Wearing her lucky shamrock.
Yeah, and the black.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beth will be sorry she showed up for this news of the weird. I have a bad feeling about it already.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well.
You want me to get right to it since we put it off since last Friday? Or
Yeah, maybe so.
This is.
Now my curiosity's peaked. All right, here we go.
This is Dateline San Antonio, and this is actually from mysanantonio.com. Recently, students at Winston Churchill High School did a video of playing jump rope with the intestines of cats that had been dissected in biology class. Obviously, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals was outraged. Of course. But school district officials called the exercise a valid demonstration of the tensile strength of the organ.
Well, sure. It shows the strength.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent.
Shows the strength.
You know, I've got no problem with that.
No, really?
The kids are learning something at least.
Yes.
They're not just sitting in front of their video game, you know.
Finally, practical application of
this is why everyone loves
biology.
Beth.
Yes.
Yes.
She's the queen of common sense.
Yes. Okay.
That's right. That's my that's how I'm also known, the queen of common sense.
And misinformed. I always
misinformed.
I always thought that I heard recently, I haven't been in school lately, but that they don't dissect frogs anymore. They do it on a computer.
What?
Yeah, because it's
what's
inhumane.
the point in that? You don't have surgery on a computer.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah. Well, some
you?
do. Yeah. But in Texas, they just rip a cat apart. I guess.
Yeah. Open it up.
Texas. Need we say more?
Yeah.
They do everything big in Texas.
God bless Texas.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, that was worth waiting 4 days for.
Yes, actually. That was worth it.
It's coming up on 7 o'clock.
Glad we
Fox 10 News at 7, Arizona Morning rolls on.
You're watching Fox 10 AZAN with Ron Hood, Rick D'Amico, Andrea Robinson, Celeste Rodriguez, and Corey McCloskey in HD.
Please, I'm a cat lover. I have a cat at home. He's one of my best friends.
You are a cat lover.
And we have a lot in common, too. And when I retire, we're going to do the same thing.
And he looks at you.
Lay around the house and sleep. All right, this is happening right now. Look at that man with that police officer there holding a long gun on a
Fifth Avenue in Clarendon. Kylie Cruz is out at the scene with the very latest. Kylie.
And we just learned new information from police. We have one person who died early this morning, another person transported to the hospital in critical condition. Here's a look at the scene, and I can tell you that we have gotten pushback several times because police think that the shooter or shooters is still in a home in this neighborhood here. You can see the large police presence. I mean, dozens of officers here and squad cars. Obviously, officers being very careful in this situation because they believe, again, that the shooter or shooters is still in the home. We did see officers with their guns drawn for a very long time this morning. We have been pushed back, but here's a look at the scene from our Penguin Air and Plumbing News helicopter. So I'm just getting information that apparently this happened. It was a husband and a wife. The husband was picking up the wife, and sometime there was an altercation or a fight or something between some people, and at some point the husband got shot. He died here at the scene, and the wife was taken to the hospital in critical condition. We do know that their children, we believe, ages 5 and 3, were in the back seat of a car. Obviously, this is a very dynamic situation, so we're going to continue to stay on top of the story and bring you any updates. But again, if you live in this area, we know that some folks have been pushed back. We know that they obviously are just wanting to make sure that they can get that suspect or suspects out of the home. Obviously, we have hostage negotiators on scene as well, so it is definitely a fluid situation. And again, when we get any updates, we'll pass them along to you right here on 3 TV. But for now, reporting live in West Phoenix, I'm Kylie Cruz. Back to you.
Kylie, thank you. And of course, we're staying on top of this breaking news story. The wildfire burning in the White Mountains in eastern Arizona near Show Low, just south of there. That's about a 3-hour drive from Phoenix. Got to go up through Payson. The Cedar Creek fire has torched 3,000 acres at last check. Evacuations have been ordered.
Seen and has been that way for the last couple of hours. Liz Kodlik live near 55th Ave and Indian School. Liz.
Good morning. Still a very, very active situation here. We're being told that we're going to need to move back here very shortly. Police are very concerned about the people who are inside of this home. They believe, at least, that there are people inside of this home. They have been on loudspeakers trying to get whoever is inside out because they believe that those people were involved in this deadly shooting that happened earlier this morning around 4:30. So we have been watching as families have been evacuated out of all of the homes nearby. Again, police are going to be telling us here that we're going to need to move because they are very concerned. So here's what they told us happened around 4:30 this morning. They got a call about an argument that was happening at a home right here that they're surrounding. They believe there was a party or something that was going on. A woman had called her husband, or I shouldn't say her husband, a man who is the father of her children, to come and pick her up from this home. Once he got here, he had a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old in the back of his car. And when he got here, there was another confrontation that happened, and police heard all of this in this 911 call, and they say they heard gunshots after this confrontation outside of the home by a car. When they got here, the man, a 22-year-old, was dead. His body, unfortunately, is still on scene here, again, because this is so active, and police have really had to focus on getting whoever these people in this home are, and they need to get those people out. So that body is still here. The woman, a woman in her 20s, we're told, in extremely critical condition, fighting for her life in the hospital. And this all happened, this shooting happened, as this 5-year-old and this 3-year-old were both inside of this father's car. So they are okay. They weren't hurt in any of this, but police got a tip that the shooter or the shooters are inside of this home right now. They have not been able to make contact necessarily with them, but again, they do believe that they are inside. This, as we kind of, sorry, this is a shaky shot here, we are being moved back because this is continuing to be a very dangerous situation. So we're hoping to get some updates here within the next couple of minutes or so as to why this is now happening. They're continuing to move us back, but again, everyone in this neighborhood has been evacuated at this time. I'm going to send it back into you guys.
All right, Liz, thanks. Now on to the big fire burning in Arizona, already forcing some
with all they need to safeguard Arizona from this fire. And you at home can count on 3TV for the very latest on the Cedar Creek wildfire. We will update you throughout this newscast. When there is a live briefing with the latest information, we will bring that to you live. We'll also send you information directly to your mobile phone as long as you've downloaded the 3TV mobile news app.
7:06 and some scary moments inside a Phoenix Walmart after a fireworks stand inside that store catches fire. It happened at 51st Avenue and Indian School. Look at the smoke inside there. The fire left it really smoky. Nobody was hurt, but they had to bring in some big fans to blow all that stuff out of there.
And new developments about a triple shooting in Glendale that left 2 people dead. The third is still hospitalized. Glendale police are now saying they are in fact searching for a shooter. Officers originally believed that one of the victims may have been the one to pull the trigger, but now they have ruled out that possibility. And 47-year-old Alex Kuhn and his mother, 69-year-old Peggy Kuhn, are the ones who died in the attack. Alex's father is hospitalized. So
Sholo could be in direct danger, and you hate to even talk about that kind of a thing because I should also mention Honda, the Honda Casino and McNair.